Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another message from your soul. Let's see what you need to know right now. What do you need to hear? Perhaps advice, or just a message for the heart, or maybe there's something that you should change. Let's see what you need to know right now. Okay, so I immediately heard something like pouring it all in one cup. So maybe you are going all in on something right now. Maybe you're going, really putting all your attention, all your strength, all your, everything you do. Oh, look at that, the candle went off. Okay, so I just lit it again. Hopefully it's gonna stay with us for a while. Let's see. Where were we? So all you're doing, I feel like you're putting it all into one cup, but as the candle just went off, that's exactly the energy. I feel like you are afraid of your motivation to go away. And so I feel like you are rushing into it right now. You are really trying to put everything into one cup. You're really, it's kind of you're holding on to the little bit of motivation that you've gained right now, because you're afraid it will go away again and you will lose it. And it doesn't feel negative. It just feels like you are very excited at the moment and you are kind of rushing in. So one thing I'm definitely called to tell you is that this, whatever you're putting all your strength into, is teaching you a lot. It is teaching you a lot about yourself, about life, perhaps about earning money, or just about the thing itself that is very valuable to you. It's a valuable lesson that you are learning right now, and not at all in a negative sense, but really more in a positive way. I'm also being called to tell you if there's something about something you are very passionate about, but you just kind of doing it on a side at the moment. Wait, let me feel more. I feel like it's good the way you're doing it right now. But I'm being called to tell you to keep going. So for example, if you are into writing and you're just doing it on the side right now, not really pursuing it in a serious way, and maybe even thought about not taking it seriously at all and just kind of doing it whenever you want to, I'm being called to tell you to still keep going. Oh, look at that, the candle is going off again. Okay, I'm being called to tell you to just keep going with it. Right. Don't stop doing it, but you don't have to pursue it in a serious manner right now, but just keep going. Wow. You might need a little bit more fire, I guess I want to say, and masculine energy in a way. So to keep going, to keep moving, or at least stick to what you do. Like when you don't have to, maybe it's right now, it's not really moving anywhere, it's not really going forward, but you need to stick with what you do, and you kind of need to decide on it. It's like the king energy, you know what I mean? It's like the decision to stick with something. just this decision, and then learning how to deal with whatever comes up. You know, not trying to go around problems, but dealing with them so that they won't be coming back again, won't be occurring again. And yeah, I really just get this leader energy on a decision, like making decisions. I'm also got reminded of fire. So maybe it's like a fire starting small, but then gets bigger. You know, if you care for it, then it will stay burning. So it's kind of like this. Maybe you need to manipulate yourself a little bit. If you're scared with this motivation thing, I'm being called to tell you to keep feeding the fire. So for example, have a new goal that you are excited for, or that you want to go to, you want to achieve. Get something to feed the fire with. Maybe a new computer if you're doing a lot on your computer, or a new routine. Just sometimes we need to feed the fire and feed the motivation a little bit to keep going. And don't expect to be motivated all the time. Like stuff like this, where you're putting everything you have into, I know it needs a lot of motivation, but it's just kind of like, don't expect to always be motivated. But when it gets really uncomfortable and you just feel like you've lost every motivation, every bit of motivation you had, then just feed something, like just change something. But as I said, don't expect to be motivated all the time. Motivation comes and goes. Sometimes we just need to deal with feeling not motivated. Let's get this a little higher. Let me get one more card here. Oh, look at that. Right. That's why earlier, when I said keep going, moving forward and stuff, I felt like, oh, maybe it's not really moving anywhere at the moment. But you're still called to keep going, keep feeding the fire for it to grow. And this energy is exactly what I felt earlier, it's this holding back. And I feel like maybe you're doing that. Not really, because you're putting all into one cup, putting everything into one, all your energy, all your attention somewhere. And this is basically telling you, because imagine right now you're motivated, and right now you're you have a full schedule, and you want to keep going like this till the end of the year with this full schedule. Then I'm being called to tell you, take it a little slower, because maybe the rewards are not really motivating enough for that big schedule. So the motivation will just kind of go away. Don't overestimate you. Just be realistic, a little bit more realistic. Look at what is actually there, what time do I actually need to invest for it to grow. And yeah. It's like, don't just run into the fight, but let the king make the decision, okay? So make the decisions first and then go and move. But that's something I heard, don't overestimate yourself. It's a little bit like, yeah, it's interesting, because I wouldn't have said that if I didn't hear it. Okay, I got the energy, like this feeling to believe in yourself. This can sometimes be something that demotivates us, when we lose the trust in ourselves, when we don't think we can get anywhere, when we don't think we can do anything. And with believing yourself, I don't mean that you should start when you don't, but when you feel like, oh wait, I'm not really trusting myself at all at the moment. I don't actually expect myself to get anywhere. I don't think that I will be getting anywhere. keep going. Think about it realistically. Maybe try to change something, try to do something so that whatever doubt is coming up in your mind maybe not be as big, but still, like, choose to work on the situation instead of avoiding it. Because you have everything. This is a beautiful message. You have everything you need for it to work. You just need to choose the right tool. You see how he has all the tools, all the items. So this card includes everything there is in the tarot deck, right? And so you just need to choose the right tool in the right situation. And that's something that you can learn. But that's a beautiful message. You have everything. And everything you don't have yet, you're going to gain through experience. Okay, so I don't think you should not look at the things that you're doubting or the things that you worry about. I think you should really look at them. I think you should face them. I think you should, because otherwise when you're not doing that, you're just trying to avoid it, and there's like an inner fight within yourself. Like you want to do something, but you don't think you can. And then you have to look, why do you not think that you can do it? And is it really realistic? And what can I do about it? So kind of being called to tell you not to look away from the things that are on your mind, but to face them. Believe that you can work through every situation. And even if you don't believe it, prove it to yourself. Just keep going. But this fight is really reminding me of like an inner fight. Thoughts and convictions fighting against each other inside of our mind are basically holding us back from moving anywhere. Really need to look at the things. I just heard something like detangle the situation. It's like there might be so many things included in a situation, so many variables, so many factors, that you kind of need to detangle them and to get them straight, to really know about them. And that's something that you have to do for this situation to move and just to improve, to get better. It's just a message for you. One more card, I feel like. Oh, look at that. The High Priestess. Believe your own judgment. And if you don't believe your own judgment, then you know that you're not looking at something that you should look at. That you're just kind of trying to blind yourself from the truth, the thing that you actually feel. So if you feel like I cannot believe in my own judgment, like know that there is something in your mind that you're not trying not to see, that you're trying not to look at. So for example, when you need to make a big decision and you feel like you can't trust yourself, you can't trust your own judgment, then know that your mind is holding yourself back from making a decision because you have not looked at all the variables yet. And once you've detangled them, you can trust in the decision you make. Okay? I feel like that's some good advice, a good message. So thank you very much for listening and letting me talk to your soul. And I hope this message could help you with your situation. Bye bye.